Can this be replaced with this to make clear ice at home? Let's find out. Today we're talking all things ice, with hacks and even some experiments to elevate your cocktail game. And you'll be able to show this episode to anyone that thinks a lot of ice in your glass means the bartender is trying to give you less of the cocktail. Cocktails are measured and made for balance, not to rip you off. Ice is there to keep your drink at the right temperature for longer. Before we start, make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell icon to get notified every time I share new recipes, techniques and tricks of the trade. Now, it's cocktail time.
It's cocktail time.
We've covered some general cocktail hacks in the past, and I showed you how to make clear ice even in a small freezer. You guys seemed to like both, so let's combine the two and dive into the cool world of cocktail ice. It's a key ingredient of basically every single cocktail, so it deserves its own episode. Of course, there are situations where having clear ice is not possible, as we'll see later, or it might not be important to you. That's fine. What matters most is that you enjoy the cocktail in your hand. I just think it's easier if it looks great too. But let's start by saying that clear ice isn't just about the aesthetics, it's also about purity. If all other ingredients are carefully made, I think it's worth using clear ice as well. Let's put this to the test before the first hack. Does a big ice cube keep your drink colder for longer? I'll pour the same batched old-fashioned cocktail into 2 glasses. The recipe is in the linked video, and you'll find a cocktail calculator for easy scaling on kevincost.com. Anyway, one gets a large ice cube, and the other one just a couple of regular cubes. So the glass isn't just all ice, right? We'll check back at the end of the episode and see which one keeps the drink colder for longer. So stick around. Okay, here's hack number 1, and it's a straightforward one. Use clear ice molds for the easiest way to make clear ice for your cocktails. They already have the insulation and different shapes taken care of, with a hose to allow air bubbles and impurities to be pushed to the bottom as we get directional freezing, which is key to making clear ice. Using this is literally as easy as pouring in water and placing it in the freezer. You just have to time it right so it doesn't freeze all the way through, and you'll end up with clear ice, ready to be used without almost any extra work. Don't throw away the ice at the bottom either, but more on that later. I'll link both of these in the description if you want to grab them. We use spheres and spears all the time on the channel, but I haven't found any cubes that would be the right size, so I'll show you how to make those later on. Something that you just saw me do, and it can help you with achieving clearer results of ice, is use hot water when making clear ice, as it has less trapped gases than cold water. This one might be controversial, but as mentioned in Dave Arnold's Liquid Intelligence, freezing cold water will give you more air bubbles from trapped gases. You'll still need directional freezing, but start with hot water, which you then let cool to room temperature before freezing, so don't damage other items in your freezer. Another tip from Dave Arnold. This is for my geeky friends of cocktails. If you really want to know how cold you're making the cocktail, stir your cocktail with a thermometer. You can use a digital thermometer to serve your cocktails at a consistently perfect temperature. Try it first to see what temperature is the sweet spot, but according to Dave, and as you can see here, ice-chilled cocktails get as cold as -6 degrees Celsius or 21 degrees Fahrenheit, or even lower. I'll of course link Liquid Intelligence in the description as well. Okay, back to ice for cocktails. If you want to use round ice, but don't want to buy the molds, there is an easier way. Use water balloons to make the easiest ice balls for your cocktails. This one is easy to explain. Fill them with water, tie them off, and instead of throwing them, freeze them. The ice won't be completely clear, but it will be round-ish. After it's frozen, cut up the balloon, and once it's tempered, rinse it a bit to smooth out any uneven parts. Store in the freezer until you're ready to use. And of course a disclaimer, be careful not to get any balloon pieces into your drink. What about smaller ice? That has its place as well. Make blended drinks with pebble or crushed ice. We have a mold for pebble ice that is great to use and even has some physics-defined qualities once you fill it up. It freezes fast so you can make it in advance and store it in a bag for whenever you want to make a big batch of blended cocktails. Blended cocktails with pebble ice have a nicer texture and better consistency than if you use larger ice cubes for blending. And with enough ice and a high-speed blender, you can even make a quick ice cream, like our banana ice cream from the 10 banana cocktails episode. This also works with other fruits, and it's a great base for a scorpino cocktail. Speaking of crushed ice, something we mentioned earlier, make crushed ice from clear ice leftovers. That bottom part of the ice that was left behind for making clear ice is usually full of air bubbles and breaks down easily. This way, you don't have to use up your nice looking clear ice to make crushed ice. What about when you want to make your ice extra pretty? Add decorations like edible flowers or herbs to your ice. Fill the mold 3/4 way up with water, add the decorations of choice, and freeze. This will keep the decorations centered, otherwise they'll float to the top, sticking out from the ice. once frozen, fill the rest of the mold and freeze again. This might wow some guests, but it's not really my style, and it won't produce clear ice. If you'll use a clear ice mold, you'll need to use something that won't float, like I did here with chili strings. We added the looks. What about the flavor? Use fruit juices, tea or coffee to make flavored ice. We talked about how important this can be for mocktails, where regular ice dilutes the flavor even more. Using flavored ice from fruit juices, tea or coffee can slowly add additional notes to your drink as it melts, changing the drinking experience. Just be aware that if you use something like chamomile tea to make crushed ice,
Kinda looks like yellow snow.
there's another more subtle way of adding flavor to your ice, and we've covered it in the DIY Malibu episode. Add flavor and decoration by dipping your ice into flavored fat, like coconut oil, cacao butter, or even chocolate. You'll need to melt your chosen ingredient and dip the ice into it right after you take it out of the freezer. Then put it back in the freezer to solidify. Repeat this as needed for a stronger flavor. I recommend using the top part of the ice, which won't be submerged in the cocktail. This works well for spirit-forward cocktails, but feel free to experiment. A chocolate ice garnish on a rum old-fashioned? Yes please. Okay, before I show you probably the cheapest and easiest way to make DIY clear ice at home, let's first tackle a myth everyone's heard. Use a mixture of ice, water and salt to quickly chill your drinks. I think it works. Let's try it out. This can come in handy if you need to quickly chill batch cocktails, but also if you have friends coming over for a beer without notice. Honestly, this is often the go-to drink of bartenders, when they want something other than cocktails. Let me know in the comments if you agree, or what's your favorite non-cocktail beverage. We gave both the ice-water-salt mixture and the freezer 15 minutes to do their job. Beer started at room temperature, and I can already tell which one did a better job. But let's see the exact difference. The temperature of the freezer beer is 12 degrees Celsius or 53 degrees Fahrenheit, and the salty ice water chilled it down to 5.5 degrees Celsius or 42 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, it works. Now, is there an even easier way to make DIY clear ice than what we showed back in 2022? Of course, use bubble wrap and aluminum foil to make the easiest cooler for making clear ice. Take bubble wrap, which you probably get in every package you order online, and wrap it around a plastic container that fits in your freezer, 1 or 2 layers thick, if you can. Use duct tape to keep it in place. Then wrap it with aluminum foil. The bubble wrap provides insulation, while the aluminum foil reflects temperature, aiding in directional freezing. Secure everything with tape, and it's ready to be filled with hot water, and use it just like we showed before. Place it in the freezer once it's cooled, and try to take it out before it freezes all the way through. Remove the bottom part and you have a chunk of clear ice. So if it's this easy to make it at home, why would you buy big, clunky ice machines? This isn't a tip really, it's more to say, exactly, tabletop ice makers don't really make quality ice. They use up a lot of energy, water and counter space, and the ice makers that do make quality ice and have a large capacity are very expensive and take up a lot of space. So here's a tip from the Cocktail Time crew.
Buy ice at your local cocktail bar.
We've been doing that for the Cocktail Time episodes for years now. We buy ice at a cocktail bar I used to work at and store it in the large freezer in the studio. It's better to invest in something like that than a tabletop ice machine. Oh, and don't forget to also enjoy a cocktail at a bar every now and then. And what's the best way to cut ice, especially if you made a large block of clear ice? Use a small chainsaw to cut apart large blocks of ice. A battery-powered mini chainsaw is usually used for cutting small branches, but it cuts ice too. The ice can be completely frozen. No need to temper it. Cut it into uniform blocks, then refine them with a chisel. The advantage here is speed and even cuts, which reduces the time you spend shaping the ice. Always wear eye and hand protection, and be careful not to cut through your cutting board. When finished, always disassemble and thoroughly dry the chainsaw afterward. Just make sure to unplug it and remove the battery first, of course. Not relying just on ice molds also gives you another benefit. When you make and carve your own ice, you can shape it for different glassware. Ice that's too small for the glass doesn't really do justice to a well-made cocktail. But when you carve your own ice, you can shape it for all the different glasses you've collected over the years. We all do that, right? I thought so. Once you have your beautiful ice ready, you don't want it to crack right when you pour your cocktail over it. Use a blowtorch to quickly temper your ice. We've showed this in the Cocktail Hacks episode, which is full of great tips and tricks to elevate your cocktail game. Check that out right after we check on our 2 old fashions. It's time to see if big ice is a scam or the hero of your next old-fashioned. The freezer old-fashioned started at minus 19 degrees Celsius. Once it got poured over the tempered ice cubes, the large cube actually made the temperature go up to minus 7.5 degrees Celsius. In the smaller cubes, just up to minus 9 degrees Celsius. Now, after 30 minutes however, the large ice block still keeps this below zero, at minus 0.6 degrees Celsius, and the smaller ice cubes let this old-fashioned go up to 2.9 degrees Celsius. So there you have it. Big ice is your friend. But either way, don't let an old-fashioned sit out for 30 minutes. Until next time, stay cool, friends of cocktails.